When my HOA president tried to ban my RV, she never expected to wake up one morning and find it parked right in her own driveway. But that's exactly how our little neighborhood war ended. Let me take you back 2 weeks earlier, when it all started with one harmless parking spot. Mark Caldwell had lived in the Oak Ridge Heights subdivision for 6 years. Quiet cul-de-sac, trimmed lawns, cookie-cutter perfection. His pride and joy wasn't the manicured lawn or white picket fence. It was his gleaming silver RV parked beside his garage. Every summer, he and his wife Sarah took the kids cross-country. The RV symbolized freedom. Weekend getaways, campfires, memories. It never bothered anyone until she moved in across the street. Linda Harper, newly elected HOA president, realtor, and self-proclaimed defender of property values. Platinum blonde, clipboard in hand, always patrolling. Within a week, Mark found a neon orange notice taped to his door. RV or recreational vehicle visible from street violates Article 4, Section C. Mark frowned. He'd read those bylaws before buying the place. The rule only applied to unlicensed or non-operable vehicles parked on common grounds. His RV was neither. He sent Linda a polite email with a photo of the current registration and proof of ownership. Hi, Linda. Appreciate your concern, but this is fully compliant with HOA Policy 3.2. Let me know if you need any paperwork. No reply. Next morning, he caught her snapping photos of the RV from across the street. The day after that, another notice. Failure to comply will result in daily fines of $100. Sarah sighed. Ignore her, Mark. She's new. She'll calm down. But Linda didn't calm down. She started measuring distances with a tape. She even brought 2 HOA board members for inspection. Mark stood on his porch watching. Is there a problem, Linda? Just ensuring compliance. That eyesore doesn't belong in a neighborhood like ours. Eyesore? That RV costs more than your Lexus. Keep testing me, Mark, and we'll have it towed. Mark clenched his jaw. That was the moment he decided. She'd picked the wrong homeowner to bully. I wasn't a tea about to roll over and let some clipboard queen decide how I live on my own property. So I started digging, not in the dirt, but in her precious HOA rulebook. Mark spent that night reading every page of the HOA bylaws, 83 pages of legal mumbo-jumbo. But tucked near the back, he spotted something Linda clearly hadn't read carefully. Article 9, Section E. Vehicles participating in HOA-approved community demonstrations or safety events are permitted temporary parking on any member each's driveway or common property. Community demonstrations, he grinned. Before executing his plan, Linda struck again. 2 mornings later, Mark woke to scraping metal outside, a tow truck backing toward his RV. He sprinted out in his slippers. Hey, that's my property. The driver looked uneasy. HOA president said it's unauthorized. Mark flashed his phone, already recording. You touch that RV, and this video goes straight to the sheriff. You're trespassing. The truck left. Linda stormed out, red-faced. You're going to regret embarrassing me in front of the contractor. Mark's calm smile unnerved her more than yelling ever could. That night, his daughter Emily asked, Dad, are we going to lose the RV? He knelt beside her. Not a chance, sweetheart. Sometimes bullies need to learn what real rules are. Mark drafted a formal letter to the HOA board, requesting approval for a neighborhood safety demonstration on Saturday the 14th. Purpose: educating residents on vehicle fire safety procedures for recreational vehicles. Linda, desperate to appear cooperative to the rest of the board, signed off without reading the fine print. 2 days later, Mark printed her signature on the permit and framed it. Cue the dramatic music. Mark washing and polishing the RV. Neighbors gossiping, he's planning something. Linda smugly posting in the HOA Facebook group about maintaining community standards. Sarah whispers, "Are you sure this is legal?" Mark grins, holding up the permit. Legal as her own signature. The next morning, she'd find out what community demonstration really meant. Saturday dawned bright. Mark backed the RV slowly out of his driveway. Camera mounted, neighbors watching. Instead of turning right toward the clubhouse, he turned left, toward Linda's house. She was on her porch, coffee in hand. Her jaw dropped as he rolled onto her driveway. The tires squeaked on her spotless concrete. Mark hopped out wearing a fluorescent safety vest. "Morning! Safety demonstration. HOA approved." He taped a laminated copy of the permit to her mailbox. Her own signature gleamed under the sun. Linda shrieked, You can't park that here," Mark calmly replied. "According to Article 9, Section E, I absolutely can. And since you signed off, I figured your driveway was the safest demonstration spot." Neighbors came out, filming on phones. Someone yelled, "Free tour of the RV!" Kids cheered. Linda called 911, screaming about a trespasser with a large vehicle. When officers arrived, Mark calmly showed the paperwork. The officer smirked. "Ma'am, this permit's signed by you. He's within his rights." Linda's face turned crimson. "He tricked me." The officer advised, "You might want to review your HOA policies before making another false report." HOA members later voted to remove Linda as president for harassment and conduct unbecoming. The fines against Mark were reversed. A week later, Linda's house was listed for sale. Mark sipped coffee beside his legally parked RV, sunrise reflecting on its chrome. "I never wanted a war. I just wanted peace. And a parking spot. Guess you could say I finally found both. Right in her driveway. What would you have done if your HOA tried to ban your RV? Would you fight back? Or roll it away? Let me know in the comments. And check out my next story. HOA Karen dumped concrete in my well. But she walked right into my legal trap. Thanks for watching. And don't forget to subscribe for more.